With Alexa, once you do have this app downloaded on your phone, which I will show you how to do that at the ending of the presentation, you can start adding all your other smart devices so they can connect with Alexa. So if you have smart lights, you can connect it to Alexa, and then you can say, Alexa, turn off my lights. Alexa, turn on my lights. And I will be sharing with everyone here today the links of how to do that. If you are someone today that has smart lights, I know Luciana does, or
Yes.
you have a smart camera. Maybe you have a camera in front of your door that lets you know who's coming in and out. All of that you can connect it with your Alexa. That's just one of the features that I'll show you today. And also, if you do have a smart TV, you can also use your voice with Alexa to tell it to open an app, like Alexa open Netflix, Alexa open Hulu. You can use your voice to change the channel, to tell it to lower the volume, but you do have to connect your Alexa to the smart TV. And I'll show you that at the ending. But does anybody have any questions so far about that slide? So I'll give you the link for that in a moment, but let's just continue on with the presentation. So another new great feature that I do want to touch upon that Amazon has now released is something called Alexa Together, which is basically their brand new remote caregiving service. So with this new device that is now enabled, right, you can now have alerts set up for you. So instead of kind of having a smartwatch or like a life alert bracelet or necklace, Amazon is now creating kind of their own new invention with this called Alexa Together, where they use Alexa to kind of alert your loved ones in case that you fall or you need to contact an emergency to get assistance. You'll have 24/7 access with trained agents to call urgent responses and to even notify emergency contacts. So you can think of it like Amazon's own life alert system. They have created kind of their own one. And this is $20 a month to have it enabled. So let's say your grandchildren or your children would like to have this on their devices so they can check up on you or so on. You can enable this for one device for $20 a month. I'm also gonna play a video so we can see how it works in real time. But does anybody have questions before I play the video?
Alexa, start my day.
Good morning.
This is Alexa Together, a remote caregiving service used with Echo devices that helps you care for your loved ones, even when you're apart. You've always been there to help. With Remote Assist, you can do even more, like using your phone to set a reminder on a loved one's Echo device.
This is a reminder. Take your pills.
Alexa, thank you.
Alexa, drop in on mom.
Hey, baby.
How does your mind is working out?
That's between me and Alexa.
I see how it is.
Alexa Together also includes urgent response. Available 24/7, your loved one can access it just by asking Alexa.
Alexa, call for help.
No phones to find, no buttons to push.
Calling urgent response.
Hello, this is Johnny with Amazon Emergency Services.
Even if you're not there, Alexa Together allows multiple family members to receive notifications and stay informed about your loved one's well-being.
Dad, what happened?
Twist my ankle.
Stay where you are. I'm coming over now. Love you.
You can also set up customized alerts, like a notification if your loved one hasn't used Alexa for a while.
Hey,
What are you up to tonight, mom?
I decided to stay home and finish my painting.
I was just calling to check on you, mom. Love you.
Good night, son.
Alexa Together from Amazon. Stay close to your loved ones wherever you are.
Okay. Any questions about that video that we just saw? Anyone think that would be helpful to you? So you would want to have that probably enabled. You can consider it like a life alert system just made by Amazon. So instead of wearing that bracelet or that necklace, you would just be notifying Alexa about any injury that you may have when you're in the household. It only does work indoors. You can use your phone, I guess, outside to tell and on the app to say that, something went wrong outside, but it is made for an indoor injury in your house or so on, where if you fall on the ground, you can let Alexa know to call for help and it will notify your emergency contacts. So just thing, this is a brand new feature, so I just kind of want to touch upon it in case anyone didn't know about it. Oh, now let's talk about the type of Alexa devices. So now that we know what exactly Alexa can do, let's now look at the type of Alexa devices. As you can see on the screen, the kind of ones that you may have seen in the past are these ones on the left-hand side, these circle kind of looking ones. One is larger than the other. And then there's these brand new ones called the Echo Show, which is a touch screen with a camera, which can do more features than just obviously the Echo Dots, which are the ones on the left-hand side. We have two versions. We have the Echo and the Echo Dot. The Echo is always going to be that larger one here on the screen compared to the smaller one. And the larger circle, which is the Echo, is basically a better speaker and more connection compatibility. So if you're someone that likes to listen to music and you kind of live in a larger household, you would choose the Echo 4th generation. And what I mean by more connection compatibility, it's basically for those who would want to kind of have that smart home that I was talking about. So if you want to use your Alexa to change the channel on your smart TV, raise the volume, and so on, you would want to choose that Echo 4th generation because you're going to be able to connect multiple devices to that Alexa, which is why, of course, it is more expensive than the regular Echo Dot. So let's say you're someone that has, smart lights, you have a smart TV, you have that smart camera, then you would choose that Echo, that regular just Echo 4th generation because you're able to connect everything. Whereas the Echo Dot is going to be, right, that smaller one here on the screen. It is, not a powerful speaker as the first one, and it is ideal for smaller spaces, smaller apartments, and so on. Also, with that Echo Dot that is $40, it doesn't really have that connection compatibility. So I would say it can connect with your phone or with an iPad or with another smartphone, but it's not going to be able to connect to, camera, TV, and the thermostat, and so on. If you want to use it to become a smart home, I would recommend the first one, which is the Echo. The Echo Dot's not going to be as powerful to do that. And then the last one is that Echo Show, which I was showing you here, which is that camera and the touch screen, which basically is going to act kind of like an iPad almost, but everything is Amazon brand. And you'll be able to video chat with your family members and friends. You can't call them like a regular phone call, but you can video chat with them. You can display photos on there. So let's say it can act like a digital frame almost. So when you're not using your Alexa, you can have a slideshow of pictures appear on the screen. You can display the weather on there. you could do all these different type of features on that screen right there. In the photo on the presentation, right, it's being used as a ring camera. So someone that was in the front of the person's household and they're seeing who was there at the door. So the screen can always change to what you want it to be. It doesn't have to stay, a photo or so on. You can switch. And that's the advantage of having the Echo Show, changing it to what you want to have on it. And it is going to be on the pricier side and the most expensive out of the Alexa devices. It can also connect right to all the different smart devices if that's what you wanted to use it for.
But it's the same price than one is $79.99. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Luciana.
One, the Echo 4 generation is $79.99 and the Echo Show is $80. So
Right. Because the Echo Show, the one that's 80 is going to be the first one that ever came out. So it's not going to have as many features as the more higher price one. We're gonna look at the different Echo Shows in a moment. But the one that's just $80, it won't have that as much connection compatibility, which is why I put that range of 80 to 200.
Oh, that's what it is, 200, 80
Yeah,
to
80 to
200.
200. There's a
200.
range because they're different generations of the show. I
Okay.
think they're already like on the third one or the fourth one. I'm not too sure. We'll look at it in a moment.
Mine is not like that. It's just round. I don't know if you can see me. And it has a green. I don't want to disconnect it. It's none of those. Must be an old one then.
Well, there's all different types of ones, so we're gonna look
I
at
have,
that in a
see,
minute.
I have one, but mine one is not working right now. We're trying to reprogram it, but I'm having a hard time reprogramming mine in, the one I have.
So if you have a hard time reprogramming it, I am going to share a link of how to reset it and put it in. What has instructions and visuals of how it looks like, in case you're not able to connect it again. For just the time being, I'm just gonna show you. This is the one that I have. This is my Amazon Alexa.
I have
Mine,
I had the same one, and that's the one that's giving me a problem.
right. This one is a bit older. I got this one back in like 2018, 2017. So it's not the most newest ones as what I showed you in the picture. It's flat, it's not round like an oval. And this is just considered an Echo Dot, not an Echo. So it's kind of only used as a speaker and setting reminders, alerts, but it can't really connect to multiple devices in my house. If I wanted to do smart lights and a camera, I would have to buy the Echo, which is larger. I think Yvonne, did you have a question? I see you. Yes, you could unmute.
Yeah, see, I
yourself.
got the same one.
Yvonne, you're muted.
That's the one I have.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you lease those things as opposed to buying them?
No, you have to purchase them through Amazon and then you keep them.
All
You
right.
have a 30-day, return policy, but you cannot lease them, no.
Okay.
This is one I have, the same one you have.
Right. So I will share, links in case you need to reset the device. I will make sure to do that before we end the presentation.
Yes, my mother tried to do it, and I tried to do it, and we're having a problem doing it.
Right. Okay, so it's time. So I'm just gonna list some things before I share some links and how it looks like on Amazon. But with Alexa, right, in the beginning of the presentation, I did say the first thing was you do need to have an Amazon account. The reason why you need to have an Amazon account is because you will need to download the Alexa app to, connect your device with your smartphone so you can start doing all these great features. And with that, you do need to create an account. Does not have to be a paid account. You just have to make sure that you may have an email and a password with Alexa. Before you decide to get an Alexa, or even if you have an Alexa, right, some tips is that you should have your Wi-Fi password handy. Use Alexa, right? It's using the Wi-Fi in your house to connect to all your other smart devices. So you do want to have Wi-Fi in your household. Another thing is you should have Bluetooth turned on. With our smartphones, our iPhones or Androids, right? We can go to settings, and in our settings where it says kind of connections or Bluetooth is where we can turn that on. The reason why we have Bluetooth turned on is because Bluetooth is going to act as that, connection enabler to look for all the other devices in your house that have that is a smart device. So once your iPhone or Android has that Bluetooth on, it's signaling to all the other smart devices in your house that it could connect with one another. So that's why you should have it turned on in your household at least. You don't have to keep it on when you go outside, but it's a good thing to have if you want to use Alexa indoors. Another thing is, right, having that Alexa app downloaded. So on the screen here, I have what looks like the Alexa app that you can get on iPhones in the App Store or the Google Play Store on the Android. And with the Alexa app, if you do not have it, it is something that you should recommend, downloading if you have the Alexa app, because this is the app that you can use to troubleshoot Alexa. So if things go wrong with Alexa, it's not working, this app can help you reset the Alexa and start it brand new and fresh, which is why I recommend you, have it. And of course, if you saw my device, you do need to plug your Alexa into the wall. They do have a, a cord that you can plug into the outlets. That's how the Alexa is going to turn on and keep the battery, right? That's how it charges as well when you plug it into the wall. And once you're ready, all you just have to say to wake up Alexa is the word Alexa, and it will be ready for you to say a command, to play music, and so on. I could show you how it works too after. So right now I'm going to share in the chat a link. If you don't know how to access the chat, you could tell me your email. I could send it to you in an email, but in the chat is where I am going to post how to set up your Alexa or how to, reset it and what to do. Some of the steps help with Alexa. And we are going to quickly just watch a video so you can see exactly how easy it is to set up your Alexa device.
Setting up your Echo device is easy. Actually, I bet I can set it up before you can finish blowing up balloons for our party tonight.
Game on.
All right, here's how.
Ready, set, go.
You can add Alexa to any room. Just make sure that the location is accessible and has good Wi-Fi coverage. Next, you'll need to download the Alexa app. If this is your first time logging into the Alexa app, you'll be prompted to log into your Amazon account or create one if you don't have one. This account is the same account used for shopping on Amazon.com. Blue light will appear, and in about a minute, the light ring will change to orange, and Alexa will greet you and let you know how to complete setup in the Alexa app. Now's a good time to turn on your Bluetooth on your phone. You'll need this for setup. If setup doesn't start when you first open the Alexa app, tap the devices icon in the bottom right of the Alexa app. Tap the plus sign at the top and select Add Device. Then follow the instructions in the app to choose your device, select your home Wi-Fi and enter the password. Then confirm your device location and name. And that's it. We are ready to start getting to know Alexa.
So as you can see, that's how you set it up. And of course, it did go a bit fast, which is why I shared the link in the chat, which has the same exact steps of what to do, has the video that you can rewatch it. And I'm also recording this and I'll put it up on YouTube in case you want to see that as well. But it should have all the steps of how to set up your Alexa and to reset it with the link that I just posted in the chat for everyone. Does anybody have any questions so far? Yes, Alma? Yes.
Let me see. I was just wondering, on the top of the Alexa, there's some buttons.
Mm-hmm.
What are they used for?
So with the buttons on the Alexa, we have the mute button and kind of the volume button.
Oh, all right, okay.
So today when I was saying like Alexa and some people here on the Zoom, they said their Alexa was picking it up. You could hit the kind of the mute button. Hold on, let me stop screen sharing. You can hit like the mute button and then it kind of won't pick up my voice anymore. Like we're telling Alexa for the moment, don't, listen to my conversation and so on. And then
I
we
gave
have
I
the
gave you my
volume.
email address.
Okay, I will
How
take a
far,
pic-
Tabitha, how far does the Alexa go? The
How
distance?
far does the Alexa go?
Yeah, I never tried that.
Let
I
me
always,
take a
I only
picture.
have one in the living room.
Let me find that for you before we start looking at some Alexa devices together.
Because it says I'm ready to go, but then I can't set it up again.
Okay, so it says that the Alexa range can go up to 33 feet. So it's not that far.
No.
So before we end today, let's just look at some, devices of Alexa, some new ones, some old ones, some that we probably have not seen before. And then I'll show you how I use my Alexa. I'm gonna also, hold on, plug it in the wall. Okay. So here I'm on the
Tabitha,
Amazon
can I
website.
just ask a quick question?
Yes.
I have mine a couple of years. How do I know which one I have, which generation?
So on the Amazon Alexa app, it will tell you the name of what it is. Let me see. It should say it in the section with devices. What's the name of your Alexa? The good thing about the Alexas is that
What you having? Look.
those that sent their emails, or if you want to send your emails, I will send you instructions on how to find that. Because I don't want to waste the time that we have together.
I have it. I just found it.
Is it under devices?
Yes, it just says Naomi's Echo Show 8.
Right. Yeah, it should be under devices at the bottom of the screen. But if you can't find it, don't worry. I'll send instructions.
Okay, thank you.
I'd like to ask one question. My Alexa light stays on all the time. Should that be?
If the Alexa light is always on, it could be that it's just picking up your voice. Or you could try to unplug it from the wall and re-unplug it, because the light shouldn't be on all the time. It should only be on if it's doing a command for you.
Right,
If you're
okay.
lowering or the volume or something like that, or muting it. But the ring light shouldn't stay on all the time.
So you plug it out and plug it in again?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I do my Alexa app and I'm trying to set it up and I'm having problems in doing it. It won't let me set it up.
Right. Did you share your email address?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so don't worry. Today I'm gonna send you instructions on how to reset it, okay?
Okay, thank you very much. That's my mom was told you was told you to do.
Okay, so for those here that are new to the Alexa world and would like to see what they have to offer, right? Here we have some of the Alexa devices. And if you had an Alexa a long time ago, you might not even be familiar with some of the new devices that they have. So they can range as the cheapest from $25 to $200. And the most cheapest one is just the Alexa Echo Pop. And the Echo Pop is just really used for kind of playing music, a nice speaker that plays music. And it's one of the cheaper brands at the moment for $25. And then we go to the next one, which is the Echo Dot. The Echo Dot is a bit larger, and the newest one is the 5th generation, $35. And it is used as a nice speaker that can also send commands, right? Send alarms and reminders for your pills and medications and things like that. But once again, it's not really going to be great for smart home compatibility, which is, if you want your smart TV connected, you want to say with your voice to change the channel, to change the lights. I would not recommend the Echo Dot. But if you just needed to play some music, some alarms, some reminders, then this is a great option for you, the Echo Dot. Then they have the next one, which is the Echo Dot, again with a clock. So basically all it does is just, it has a clock on it that will tell you the time. Let's go to this other one, which is the show. Okay. And then here we have the Echo Show, which is $90. And it is the first Echo Show that came out. The Echo, sorry, not the first one that came out. This is the 2023 release, which is $90. The first one that came out, I think it's the Echo Show 5. But with the Echo Show, right, the only difference and the reason why it's a bit cheaper than the most expensive one from $200 is because of the camera quality and the screen. This is a bit smaller, as you can see here on the screen. It's not that large. It is smaller than an iPad. So even though it kind of looks large on the picture that I'm showing you right now, it's not that big at all. It's kind of like almost a bit larger than your iPhone almost. So if you have like an iPad, it's not going to be the same size as your iPad, the one that is $90. However, there is a brand new one that is going for $200. And as you can see, right, it looks completely different than the one that I was just showing you, and it's 15 inches. So this one is going to be a bit bigger. It is going to probably be bigger than your iPad. You can frame this on the wall if you wanted to, or you can stand it up with a stand. And it kind of acts like not just an Alexa, but almost like a mini TV. People put it on their fridge. People can put it on their wall. It does have the camera for you. So it could either be a mini TV for you, or you could act it as an Alexa. But you could watch movies on it with all your different apps, even if you wanted to, which is why it ranges to $200. It has all these different features, and it is on sale right now. It actually goes for $279. Does anybody have questions on that? So this is the most newest Alexa. If you were curious about what it is the Echo Show 15, and it acts like a little TV screen for you. But if not, right, you're just a regular user, I would just recommend that Echo Dot for $35.99. Or if you want to have a lot of smart home things enabled, right? You would get that Echo for $80. You have your smart home enabled to turn on your lights, your TV, thermostat, camera, and so on. So don't get confused between the Echo and the Echo Dot. The Echo is more expensive because it has that smart home compatibility, whereas the Echo Dot is cheaper because it can't do that smart home compatibility. It may connect one or two devices, but it cannot do more than that. So just be careful with the two names of the Echoes. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop screen sharing for a moment and show you. I'm gonna move over here. So right now I have my Alexa connected. And even when I said Alexa, you can see that the rings turned on. Okay.
I'm having trouble hearing.
She's
Can you
having,
say that again?
and if you heard that, she says she's having trouble hearing me. But
Thanks for
since
telling me.
since I have the kind of just the Echo, right now all I can do is probably set a reminder, an alarm, and play music. So I could just say, Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now. While you wait, do you want to listen to the playlist All Hits on Amazon Music?
Yes.
The playlist, All Hits, on Amazon Music.
And it's playing music for me as I wait for my Alexa, turn off. So as you can see, right, you could play music, set alarms with it. And that's usually what I would use it for as a casual user. But of course, if you want to start integrating it with your home, and could help you if you have mobility issues and things like that, it would be great to have Alexa turn on all your different lights, your TV, right? You wouldn't have to get up from the bed or even try to look for the remote and things like that. And you could use it as your remote in the future and so on. But you would have to pay that more heftier price of $80. At this one was this is from 2018, 2019. It probably was only $20 or $25 at the time. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, that's the one I have. But sometimes they said the Amazon Music is not included with that.
Yes.
You have to pay extra for, I
Right.
mean, I can say the radio or something, QXR, and it plays it. But what about when it says the Amazon Music? What, you have to pay extra from
Yeah,
where?
that's a good question, Luciana. So if you saw with my Alexa, it was just playing music for me. And the reason why is yes, because I have, an Amazon Music plan. My family does. We pay for that music. But if you don't pay for that Amazon Music plan, right? No, you won't be able to get that free music that Alexa just plays for you. It could play the radio at some time, but after a certain amount of music and skips, like let's say you don't like the song and you want to say, Alexa, skip that song, it will say, it will start charging you for that or telling you to subscribe to their music service. However, if you purchase another music service, maybe you pay for Apple Music or Spotify, you can use those services and you can tell Alexa to play something from your Spotify and it will do that for you. And that's usually what I do as well. Another thing is, like I said, with Bluetooth enabled on your Alexa, you can automatically play whatever on your phone through Alexa. So that's why you should have that kind of Bluetooth enabled because it will pick up whatever on your phone if it's a song or a video. and your Alexa will act like a speaker for you to play it.
Oh, so you can do YouTube.
You can do YouTube, exactly, but you
So
have
if
to
I
have
play,
Bluetooth on.
if I play a song on YouTube, how does it get to the Alexa? My son does that with the TV, but I don't know how he does it.
So once you have Bluetooth enabled,
yes,
you want to make sure that in the Alexa app, your phone is currently connected with Alexa. Once that is on, oh, let me mute my thing. Once that is on, it will pick up whatever is on your phone. You need to have Bluetooth on and you need to have the app on your phone. And once it's connected with one another, whenever you're playing something and your Alexa's connected to the wall, it will pick up both of them.
So I have to download the app. That's what it is.
Yes, you do need to download the app.
Okay. And does that cost any money?
It does not cost any money unless you start, like you said, playing Amazon Music and so on. That will cost extra money.
Okay. Thank you.
I have another question.
Yes.
I have a tablet and I have Alexa on my tablet, and when I need to ask for a question, I got to press on it to ask for a question. If I say Alexa without pressing on it, she won't come on my tablet. I have to press on her to ask her something.
Is it an Amazon tablet or just an Android tablet?
No, it's Amazon tablet.
Do you have the Alexa app downloaded on the Amazon thing too?
Yeah, and Amazon, yes, I do.
Okay, so what we want to do is when I send you that link to reset it, you're gonna want to kind of refresh everything and connect all your brand new devices so they can resync with one another. Because it seems like it's a syncing issue.
Oh, so you mean I have to delete the app, delete the app, and then start the app all over again?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And then Alma, did you have a question?
Yeah, you said something about smart lights, like if you want to turn the lights on through your Echo.
Yes.
What did you mean by smart lights? How do you get that?
Okay, so let's just use Amazon as an example, and since we're already on Amazon.
Okay.
You can type, right, smart light bulbs.
Uh-huh.
And if you see right here, all of these, there is an Amazon brand, which could be the best one if you want to start using Alexa with them, but it doesn't have to be the Amazon brand.
Right.
But let's say you get one of these. With these lights, with Alexa, you can change your light to whatever color you want, and using your Alexa to turn on and turn off your lights with just your voice. So if you have a lamp in your house, you can tell Alexa, turn off my lights, or Alexa, turn on my lights. But once again, if you want to start using that, you have to use Echo, not Echo Dot. Echo is the device that can enable multiple smart things in your house.
Okay.
Someone said something.
So it goes back to the device itself. If you have an Echo Dot, you're out of luck.
Well, you could try it. The thing is that if you're gonna start using multiple things, it's eventually going to cancel each other out. It's going to say that there's enough power to do all these devices in your house.
So which is the one that, let's say you wanted to do the light and maybe have it also turn your TV on. What kind of device would you need? Echo what?
Echo, just the Echo.
Just
not Echo, not the one that says Echo Dot. Echo Dot is the cheaper one.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And the lights, it doesn't have to be Amazon lights, right? Like I said, you can choose any brand here that's a smart light. And once you go on the app, it will tell you what's the brand name and it will connect it for you.
Okay.
Which is what I think in the link that I sent, well, I put in the chat, it shows all that, but I will again with emails help everybody out. I also write in the chat to everybody what's my email, just in case you don't have it and you ever want to send me an email about what we discussed in the tech classes. I wrote it in the chat for everybody.
So we're really getting lazier and lazier, like before the TV and the remote. It's true
Well,
because I have the app for the lights, but I don't want to connect it. So sometimes, yeah, I use the app to shut the lights. So it's less movement for us, laziness.
no, but if you're alone and you're not feeling well,
Yeah.
it's very handy. It's very
Yes,
handy.
good.
That's a
Yeah,
good
because
one.
with the app, my son he can do it from where he is to
Really?
put the lights on, you know, when I come and
Yeah, that
well,
is an
whatever.
advantage, right? That your loved ones can also use this Alexa app for you to
Yes,
check up on you, to turn on your lights, make sure
yes,
everything
yes,
else is running, looking at the camera for you if you have one in front of your house.
yes.
This is really the future because when we were, you're a young lady, but when we were youngsters, we never would have thought that this would happen, in our lifetime because this is very futuristic for us.
Right. And you can
Anybody
also,
remember the 64 World Fair? That
Yes.
I think was 64, that the show when you could see people talking on the phone.
Yeah,
And
that was amazing.
I say,
Yeah.
oh my God, well, now it's happening.
You can't come out of the shower. You have to wait. You have to put a robe on.
does anybody have any final questions for today's presentation?
Tabitha,
Yes.
Tabitha, many people are very opposed to Alexa. Because just the other day I was talking to someone and I said Alexa, and the response, oh, I never would let that in my house.
Right.
Now, what do you
Because
have
they
to say
spy.
about
Well,
that?
you have to mute it. You have to know how to mute it.
You either mute it or,
Unplug it.
I mean, there's privacy issues for everything now, right? Google listening to us, Alexa, or Apple. We just have to be careful with, the things that we say, especially even typing things online as well, because things do stay on the internet forever.
That's right.
Yes, Yvonne, you have something? Hold on, you're muted, Yvonne. You're muted. Yes, Yvonne. No, you're still muted. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay. What is to stop people from the outside hacking into your Alexis? Is
So
there
right
any
now-
safety device that is on it?
Right now, our Alexas are tied to our Wi-Fi network. So as long as you do have that password with your Wi-Fi, that is going to be your security system for it. However, right, there could be hacks in the future with Amazon itself, the company.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't say for sure that there will never be a hack and so on.
Right.
But the security is coming from your Wi-Fi itself. So whoever operates your Wi-Fi, like Verizon, Optimum, and so on.
Okay. Okay. But it does happen. There have been people who've hacked into it. All right.
I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know if there was an incident. I'm saying it could happen, but I haven't heard of someone hacking into a person's Alexa and doing things.
Okay, they did. It was on the news, but
okay.
probably is very rare.
Right. I mean, it could have been that they were sharing a public network, right, with their Wi-Fi.
Okay.
It could have been a bunch of things. It could have been like a company's Wi-Fi or something, and so on.
Okay. Okay.
But Alexa can't, for example, like if you're worried about like financial details or things like that, your Alexa's not connected to anything like that unless you're talking out loud about your banking and a person decides to hack at that moment, at that time.
Okay.
But it can't watch you unless you get the one with the camera enabled and then someone hacks you or something like that. But those are very rare scenarios that are not really like, oh, there's 100 of cases of this happening. You know, Amazon would have took the product off their market.
Right.
Okay. So then if no one has any other questions, that will be the end for today.